The FC crew debate whether or not the primary motive for Neymar's move from Barcelona to PSG is financial. ESPN FC's Gemma Soler reports from Barcelona as Neymar says goodbye to his Barcelona teammates in preparation for a move to PSG. Gab McCarthy pinpoints two potential Barcelona targets who could help lessen the damage done with Neymar leaving the club. ESPN FC's Paul Mariner says it's unfortunate the way Neymar's name is being tainted by this drawn-out transfer saga. With Neymar's Barca future still in doubt, the FC panel look at rumours claiming Griezmann could be the man to replace him. Barcelona have confirmed the Paris Saint-Germain target Neymar intends to leave the club but insisted that his €222 million buyout clause be paid in full. Maymar, who flew back to Catalonia on Tuesday after a promotional trip to China, had been expected to resume training on Wednesday, but only stopped in to say goodbye to his Barcelona teammates before being excused from practicing, with sources telling ESPN international correspondent Gemma Soler that the Brazil international then flew to Portugal for medical tests ahead of his PSG move. Maymar Jr. HASNT trained on Wednesday with the permission of the coach, the club announced on Twitter. Maymar Jr. HASNT trained on Wednesday with the permission of the coach. FCB Live FC Barcelona at for Barcelona August 2, 2017. Contacted by ESPN FC, a Barcelona spokesperson said firstly, the player came to training today as expected. Secondly, he spoke to his teammates to say goodbye because his intention is to leave the club, and thirdly, due to the situation the manager has given him permission not to train. The club later released a statement, which read the player Maymar Jr., accompanied by his father and agent, has informed FC Barcelona this morning of his decision to leave the club in a meeting held at the club's offices. Faced with this position, the club has informed them they refer to the buyout clause of his existing contract, which as of the 1st of July totals €222 million, which will have to be deposited in its entirety. Barca also referred to the €26 million bonus that Neymar's father had been due to collect this week as part of the contract renewal his son signed last year. Given that Neymar is now expected to leave before completing the contract, Barca believe they should pay only a percentage of the fee. Upon leaving a Barcelona airport later in the day, Neymar Sr. told gathered media, "We will speak tomorrow." The statement continued in reply to the claim for the contract extension bonus. The club has once again made it clear that the amount remains deposited with a notary until the case is resolved. The player remains under contract at FC Barcelona but with temporary permission to not take part in training sessions. La Liga president Javier Tebas had earlier said the Spanish league will not accept the money for the buyout clause and vowed to complain about PSG to UEFA and the European Union for what he feels are clear breaches of financial fair play. Meanwhile, Wagner Ribeiro, who is no longer officially Neymar's agent but still does work for his father's company, NN Consulting, confirmed to ESPN FC he was in Paris to finalize a deal with PSG. Paris Maravillosa, da Torre Eiffel, da Vinho, da Gastronomia e do Futebol. pic.twitter.com 6 Wagner Ribeiro at Wagner Ribeiro August 2, 2017. Ribeiro had written on Twitter on Wednesday, "Marvelous Paris, of the Eiffel Tower, of wine, of gastronomy and of football." A source told ESPN FC last month that Neymar had already agreed terms on a contract, while French publication L'Equipe had reported on Tuesday that a PSG medical was likely to take place either at the end of the week or on Monday. PSG goalkeeper Alphonse Areola has used his Twitter account to deny that he told ParisFans.fr on Tuesday that Neymar was expected in Paris for a medical. ParisFans.fr said it stands by the interview. Meanwhile, playmaker Javier Pastore granted his shirt number to Neymar, telling Cadena Ser, "I would like to offer my number 10 to Neymar. I want him to be happy right from his first day at PSG." ESPN FC's PSG correspondent, Jonathan Johnson, contributed to this report. Samuel Marsden covers Barcelona for ESPN FC. Follow him on Twitter at Samuel Marsden.